Hey guys, it's Dr. Pete.
And it's Dr. Carla.
Welcome back to CHIRO Coffee Chat.
We have our coffees ready to go.
We do, and we have some CHIRO talk for you. So today, I'm gonna put my coffee down. We're gonna talk about sleep and specifically sleep posture. So Dr. Carla, how many times in a week does a patient come in and say, oh, I slept wrong and kinked my neck, or I slept wrong and hurt my back?
Multiple times a day.
A lot.
Every single day.
It does. And I think one of the reasons why is this is our human spine. As a quick refresher, the front of the spine has discs, but the back of the spine has all these joints where the vertebrae come together. And if your spine is in the wrong position, or particularly in the wrong position for a prolonged time when you're sleeping, those joints can get irritated and you can wake up with the proverbial kink neck or back pain, or just in general not be doing the best thing for your spine if you're sleeping the wrong way. So what we're going to talk about today is some sleeping postures that are ideal that you can try. And you do want to think about, again, as far as sleep posture goes, we want to think about alignment, and we want to get our spine into a neutral alignment as best as possible. Now, of course, what happens when we sleep?
We move around.
We do. We move all over the place. So you can't guarantee you're going to stay that way, but at least if you start in a pretty good position, the hope is you'll get through your night that way and you'll wake up feeling good, and you'll make the most of your other things you're doing for your health. So you're stretching, your chiropractic care, you won't be undoing too much of that because of poor sleep posture.
So what is the best sleeping position?
I would say, I think side sleeping. How about yourself?
I say on your back.
Okay,
but
we've got a debate going here.
We both know that the absolute worst is on your stomach. So.
And why is that, Dr. Carla?
Because you're on your belly flat and you have to crank your neck off to one side, which stretches all the muscles and then contracts all the muscles on the opposite side. So you
puts a lot of pressure on the joints on that side. Yeah.
You wake up with a pretty stiff neck, achy, sore, kink in your neck type of thing.
Absolutely. So, well, we have a bit of a debate here, but back sleeping and side sleeping, again, if you're doing it with the right pillow and the right posture, can be fine. Some people have limitations too. I think for people that use CPAP machines, they tend to want it back sleep so their stuff doesn't move. Someone could have had, this comes up a lot, people have surgeries for abdominal surgery, knee surgery. They can't sleep on one side, or they have to sleep on one side, or they can't sleep on their back or whatever. And so they're stuck in one posture. But again, a good setup can go a long way to minimizing difficulties with that. Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to show you some postures in a second here. Okay, so now we're going to look at side sleeping. So Dr. Carla is lying on her side in her bed. So we have that small pillow that was good for back sleeping, but we can see that for side sleeping, it's not ideal. Why? Because when we look along Dr. Carla's spine, she starts to drop down to the bed, to her left side. That is going to compress the joints of the left side of her neck. She could wake up with a stiff or kink neck. So this is too small for her for side sleeping. If we sub that out and put in a large pillow like that, and you can't see it perfectly, but that's a bit too large. And again, if her head would be tilting towards this upper shoulder, that's going to be putting compression on the joints on the right side of her neck, which is going to be irritating, could irritate them, and not how you want to side sleep. So probably the best option is this size of pillow. And if you're doing this at home, you can have your partner take a look at you while you're lying on your pillow. And you want to just see that at the base of the skull and through the neck and through the upper back, it's pretty much a straight line. You can also use the ears as a reference. You don't want the ears tilted up or down. So this is a pretty good way, this is a pretty good pillow for Dr. Carla to be in a neutral sideline posture for her neck and upper back. So I will say as well, there's not one pillow that is right for everybody because people are different sizes. The distance from the shoulder to the side of the neck, the weight of the head is different. So depending on the material in the pillow, its density, the head may be pushed up or it may start to compress down through the night. So you really have to try pillows and get yourself looked at to see if they are going to work for you. Now, the other thing about side sleeping is we can give supports to help people with hip issues. So I'm going to come around, or have Dr. Carla spin around. And we have this big pillow which we can use to put between the legs. So that can open up space in the hips, in the SI joints. Sometimes, I'm going to come around to the back here, people could also use, if you have a body pillow, or if you have two pillows, you can use a pillow to kind of go right here, and that can open up space through the upper back and shoulders. Basically, I'm using the word space over and over again. Joints need space to be relaxed. When they get compressed, they get irritated, and if you stay in that position for 6 or 8 hours overnight, that's where a lot of times you may get into pain. Again, the last thing I will mention in the side posture, another way to check is to look at the relationship with the nose to the breastbone, and that should be pretty much in a straight line for side sleeping. So, thanks for watching. Those are our sleep tips. Anything to add?
No, I'm pretty comfortable.
Have a nice nap. Nap time for me too.